What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about armor and armor values and how much upgrading do you need and what all is worth it and what do you actually gain from it. So I found this random dude and he's stuck, and because of where he's stuck he can only hit me with an overhead hit, which is perfect because I want to test out helmets. So with 2 hits I went down a third each time with no helmet on. So now to compare, I have no armor except a helmet, and let's see how many hits it takes. So there's 1, there's 2, and it's going to be 3 hits in total, and as you can see that's about the same amount of health as I had on the other one. So 2 hits no helmet, 3 hits with a helmet, and that's just using the tier 1 kettle helm, which means that 20 armor in the helmet is about 33% armor reduction. So interestingly, with my best armor, which is tier 2 basic stuff, and with no armor, it took 5 hits to take roughly the same amount of damage from the wolves. So they don't seem to be affected by armor. Just thought it was interesting. So for the real test, I'm going to go naked against the bandit, and it's going to take this guy 3 hits to get me to a certain level, which I'll come back to. And with my rugged gear, which is 15, 8, 4, 20 on the helm, not that strong. It's going to take this guy 8 hits to get me down to about the same amount of health as I was after 3 in the first one. So now I'm going to test it with my tier 2 gear, which is 36 on the chest, 19, 10, and the same helmet, same gloves. So in this case, from test 1 I had 50 armor, and in test 2 I have 88 total armor, which is going to put me at 70% increase in total armor. Well, this guy took 12 hits to get me down to about the same, which is 50% more, not 70%. So what's the difference? Well, some of the overhead hits, as we showed earlier, are going to hit my helmet, and I have the same helmet, therefore I didn't gain a significant decrease in damage. So if we look at our technology tree, you can see that the next helmet is 23 versus 20, which 3 doesn't seem like a big increase, but that is 15% more damage reduction. So might be worth investing in. I just haven't on this playthrough. And you can go all the way down the line if you would choose. So when we look at the chest armor, 15 on the rugged and 36 on the quilted one that we did from our test. So if you're not into tier 2 yet, it's a huge jump, but you can look at something like this basic one here, or even the ones next to it, 29, 26. So those are all values that are pretty close to the tier 2, and they only cost you, I think, linen, bronze, and straps. So you can get close to tier 2 protection while still in tier 1 if you're having difficulty defeating tier 1 opponents. So if we look at the pants, the rugged trousers are an 8. The quilted ones we're using from tier 2 are a 19. But again, if you upgrade your pants in the tier 1 section, the Wandering pants are 12, and I don't remember how much the next ones are, so I would imagine they're maybe like 16 or something. So again, you can get a 50% increase right there, and then maybe another 50% or so, or 25% more, but you can get close to tier 2 simply by upgrading your tier 1 line if you need it. In my case, I just skipped almost all of it, except I wanted to unlock it for this video. I went straight from rugged to the quilted stuff in tier 2. That was plenty for me. But if you need a little more protection, you can go ahead and unlock some of this other stuff, and it gives you, as we saw, at least a 50% overall damage reduction. For boots, gloves, it's not a huge jump by numbers. It goes from like 5 to 10. That's only 5 points, but again, that's, I mean, in that case, that's 100% more. I think the gloves were like from 3 to 4 or something. It's not a huge jump, but again, it's like 25%. So every little bit helps if you need it. Hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.